Good morning, all of you. Welcome to a course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So, our today's topic is Orientation to Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. In this lecture, we are going to discuss why we need to study business data intelligence, what is the importance of it, what are the applications of it, and so on. So, we'll start from very basic, that what are the prerequisite and future links for big data analysis and business intelligence. So as far as prerequisite is concerned, you required a basics of a programming language. You should know the basics of a programming language. Then you should also know the basic of a basic knowledge of data structures and a few concepts from database. So these are the prerequisite in order to learn this particular course. And future link, this subject can be helpful to you in your major projects, because you can develop your project related to big data. And this subject can also be helpful to you in your higher studies. Suppose you are pursuing your MS, so at that time this subject is really helpful to you. So very first, why big data? So the reason is very simple. Are data a part of our life? Can we say yes? Yeah, the answer of the question is yes. Data is a part of our life, because in day-to-day life, knowingly or unknowingly, we are responsible for data generation. For a simple, we can take an example of social networking sites. Daily we are accessing our Facebook account, daily we are accessing Twitter account, LinkedIn account, and so on. So whenever we are accessing this, we are posting some post, we are adding some comments, then we are uploading few photos, audios, videos. So ultimately we are generating some kind of data. That means data is a part of our life. And in 21st century, data is treated as a oil. Data is just treated as a oil, without which you cannot run your business. Just like that, in your body, blood play a very important role. Similarly, data play a very important role for the development of particular organization. Without data, the organization will not grow. So in today's world, the data's importance is very high. I will give a simple example. Suppose one person offer you, means I have two cases. One, I offer 1 lakh rupees, and in another case, I offer 1 lakh data of 1 lakh a person. So which one you will select and why? So obviously I will select a data of a 1 lakh person, but I will not select 1 lakh rupees. The reason is very simple. By using a data of 1 lakh person, I can earn a money more than 1 lakh. So that is the power of data. So in today's world, we can say that the person having a huge amount of data is a king. So data play very important role for any organization in order to grow it. So what we observe, Twitter generates 5 TB of data every day, whereas Facebook generates 500 TB of data in a single day. Similarly, one normal IT company is also generating 1 to 2 GB data every day. That is minimum, but again more than that data is generated. So we can say that data is inseparable part of our life. So can data be a part of our professional life too? Yes, the answer is yes. You can make your career related to data, and number of jobs are available. You might have heard about the field data science and data analytics. In that field you can pursue your career, and through which you can earn money. So that's why I can say that data is also part of our professional life too. So this is what the importance of a big data. Now we understand what is exactly the big data. Big data is nothing but a collection of huge amount of data set that cannot be processed using traditional computing techniques. This is important thing. Suppose we compare today's position, today's condition, and before 20 years condition. So the condition is totally different. At that time we didn't have that much computing techniques. Okay, we didn't have that much computing techniques, that much computational power we didn't have, but nowadays we have computational power available in very cheap cost. That is importance. So big data include mainly three kinds, three types of data is involved in a big data. As I told you, big data is a huge amount of data. Okay, so big data involves three types of data. One is a structured data, second one is a semi structured data, and third one is unstructured data. So what do you mean by structured data? Structured data is nothing but a data which is stored in a specific format. For example, suppose you are using RDBMS. In that case, you are storing your data in the form of table. That means that is a structured data. Similarly, what is semi structured data? Semi-structured data conform to partial formatting. That means data stored in the form of XML file, data stored in the form of JSON, treated as a semi-structured data. And third type of data is unstructured data. Just because of this concept, big data comes into existence. That is, unstructured data means data present in the form of Word, PDF, file, audio, video, blog, the post that you are posting in a Facebook, audio, video, all these are treated as a unstructured data. That means the data which do not have specific structure, that kind of data is called as a unstructured data. So these all these three types of data contributes into a big data. Now here you can see there are 5 V's for big data. Okay, there are 5 V's. Traditionally only 3 V's are there, and these 2 V's, veracity and value, are added now. So these are the 5 V's of a big data. It is very famous. So very first one is volume. Volume is amount of data. A huge amount of data is treated as a volume. That is the first property of a data, volume. Okay, the data is present in the form of terabytes, gigabyte, petabytes, tables, transaction, and so on. Then next V is velocity. Velocity means what? Frequency at which data is generated. Whether it's a real time data, whether it's that data is generated after 1 week, data is generated after 1 day, data is generated within a 1 second. That means how much is the frequency of a data, the speed at which data is generated, treated as a velocity of a data. Now the third parameter is variety. Variety, just we have discussed the types of data. What are the different types of data which will be the part of big data, such as a structured, unstructured, and semi-structured data. Now the next way is value. So what is a value? Value means what? uh, Whether the data is beneficial to a particular organization or not. That means only having data is not sufficient. Making the use of data efficiently, uh, making efficient use of data is very important, and that makes a value of a data to particular organization. Then next one is veracity. Veracity means what? Authenticity of a data, trustworthiness, validation or validity of a data, means quality of a data. Veracity means what? We want a quality data. Quality data means what? The data which is authenticated, the data which do not have missed value, data we do not have duplicated value. So the quality of data represents the veracity. So these are the 5 V's of a big data. Now next one is, what are the applications? There are multiple applications of a big data. Nowadays if you observe, most of the companies are dealing with the big data. They are using a big data to improve their business. So big data can be used in multiple domains such as banking and security, insurance, transportation, education, manufacturing, energy, healthcare, media, and entertainment. So here I mentioned the organization. Everybody, most of the organizations are using the concept of big data. LinkedIn is there, Twitter is there, Facebook is there, Gmail is there, YouTube is there, so Apple is there. So a number of organizations are there who are using the big data. Now what are the advanced applications of a big data? This is what a self-driving car. Then Netflix is there. This is a smart yoga mat. This is what Siri and Alexa, which help you to do a various tasks. So these are various advanced applications of a big data. Now the next one is big three. Big three means what? There are three concepts are involved majorly over here. One is a big data, second one is a data science, and third one is data analytics. So understanding these three concepts is important for you. So big data, we just discuss a huge amount of data which is not processed by using traditional technologies or traditional computing techniques. Where is the data science? So what is a data science? So data science is a buzzword in today's world. In the year of 2020, we can say that data science is a buzzword. So what is a data science? It's a process of using a data to find a solution. See, every business works on a data. Suppose we want to improve the performance of a particular organization, we want to improve their profit. So in that case, we'll make use of a data to improve their business, and this is what a data science involves various things. It involves various phases: data collection, data pre-processing, model generation, training, then performance tuning, deployment of the model. So a number of phases are there. So in short, I can say that data science involves various steps to use that data in order to provide a solution to your problem. So this is what a data science that we are going to discuss in detail. The next one is data analytics. So data analytics is a process of examining a large amount of data to uncover a hidden pattern or in order to find a new pattern. Data analytics is a branch where you will analyze your data and you will find a new pattern. I can give a simple example. Just like in a class, particular student, for example XYZ student, I observed that XYZ student getting absent after every 2 days. So this is what a pattern that I have observed. Suppose I found that particular another student is there who is getting late on every Monday. Okay, particular student is there who is getting late on every Monday. So this is a pattern that I have observed. So recognizing a pattern based on data is also important thing. So big data, only having data is not sufficient, but analyzing that data to get proper information is again important thing. Now the third concept is business intelligence. See, in this particular word, big data, analytics, and business intelligence, there are three terms are there. One is a big data, second one is a business analytics, data analytics or business analytics, and third one is business intelligence. So what is business intelligence? It's a process of transforming a raw data into a meaningful information which is used by client for decision making. See, having only data is again not that issue, but extracting some useful information from that particular data is important, and that is given by business intelligence. Business intelligence is somehow similar with the concept of a data mining, extraction of a data from a huge amount of data. So in today's world, every business is using the concept of business intelligence in order to take important decision and grow their business. So there are various big data tools are available in the market, and which can be useful for a number of tasks involved in data science and big data. Because whenever you are dealing with big data, you come to know various phases are there. Data gathering is there, data extraction, data storage, data pre-processing, data cleaning, then model generation, deployment, and so on. So a number of tools are available. Teradata is there, Oracle, MySQL, these are the databases. Splunk is there, MongoDB again NoSQL database, HBase is again NoSQL database from from Hadoop framework. Hadoop is a framework to support big data. Cloudera is there, Spark is there, Manhattan is there, Cloudera is there, R is a language, Hayu is there, Tableau is there, which is used for visualization purpose. MicroStrategy is there. These are the tech tools which can be used for visualization. Again, data visualization is again important field in the field of data science. Now next one is career in big data. Yes, you can make your career related to data science, related to big data. You may have a number of questions in your mind, that what skill do I need, what career opportunity is available in big data, Do I need a big data certification? Yes, you can need it. Suppose you are having a certification in big data, then it's a good thing for you. What if I choose some other technology? How much will I learn? Will companies hire me? Why should I learn it? Can I get a job in big data? So a number of questions are arising in a fresher's mind. So ultimate solution is to learn this particular subject, big data analytics and business intelligence. So from which you will come to know, you will get the knowledge what is big data, how big data can be helpful to you. So a number of things are there. As a fresher, these questions come to your mind. Then I will show you the career statistics. Suppose you want to pursue your career in the field of big data, then your career is very much bright. So here you can see data analytics engineer is there, Hadoop architect is there, data scientist is there, big data architect is there. All these are mentioned posts are there. These are the different roles that you play once you get placed in particular company. So if you choose your career in the field of data science, in the field of big data, then your career is very much bright. Then I'll talk about syllabus, what we are going to discuss in this particular course. So there are total 6 units are there. First 3 unit is based on big data, and last 3 unit is based on big business intelligence. So in unit number 1 we are going to discuss introduction to big data. What is big data? What are the characteristics of a big data? Big data life cycle is there. What are the analytics problem is there? Then introduction to R language. R is one of the language that supports big data. Another language, very popular language that you are aware about, Python. Then understanding a Hadoop framework. Hadoop is a framework for handling a big data. So introduction to Hadoop. Then we discuss few concepts from Hadoop such as SDFS, MapReduce. So this is what unit number 1. Then in unit number 2 we are going to discuss in detail about MapReduce. MapReduce is one of the important concept in big data which help us to process your huge amount of data. So in unit 2 we are going to discuss in detail about MapReduce, its architecture, fundamental, example, and different ways to write a MapReduce program. Then in unit number 3 we are going to learn about data analytics using R and Hadoop. So few concepts that we are going to learn: web page categorization, stock market change. Then you also discuss about supervised and unsupervised machine learning techniques are there. Then unit number 4 deals with business intelligence. In unit 4 we are going to learn what is BI, what are the pages involved in that, introduction, application, how you can use, what is a framework for BI, infrastructure components, or what are the different roles. So unit number 4 is based on business intelligence. Then unit number 5 targets a topic called as a basics of a data integration. How to integrate a data, what are the different techniques are there, how to choose a appropriate data integration technique. So all these things we are going to learn in unit number 5. Then unit number 6 talk about BI project life cycle. Then what is a typical life cycle that we follow in BI, requirement gathering and analysis, dealing with functional and non-functional requirement of a client, then testing BI project. So these are the various topics that we are going to discuss in unit number 6. So I hope you understand what is big data, why we want to learn a big data, and suppose we are learning a big data, your career is very much bright. So for this particular course you can refer this particular book, Big Data Analytics with R and Hadoop by Vignesh Prajapati. You find all the concept from this particular book. Then you can also refer other books of Acharya. Then you can refer a book by Morgan. Then reference books is also available for business intelligence as well as a business intelligence for dummies. There are 2 books available in reference. So I hope you understand all this thing, and in next lecture we are going to start from very basic, that is big data, introduction to big data analytics and business intelligence. Thank you.